Your car's interior can hit 140 degrees Fahrenheit in just 20 minutes on a 90 degrees day, hot enough to literally cook an egg on your dashboard. In the next 10 minutes, you'll discover 11 scientifically backed hacks that can make your AC blow twice as cold. Some cost under $10, one cost absolutely nothing, and the final secret could save you from a $2,000 repair nightmare. Hack number 1. Park in the shade or use a windshield sunshade. Picture this. You slide into your car after a grocery run, and the steering wheel is so scorching, it feels like grabbing a cast iron skillet straight from the oven. On an 85 degrees Fahrenheit day, your dashboard can skyrocket to 58 degrees in under an hour, turning your interior into a convection oven that forces your AC to work 3 times harder just to reach baseline comfort. This thermal overload burns up to 25% more fuel while your compressor strains against heat that could literally bake cookies on your center console. A simple $12 reflective sunshade can slash interior temps by 40 degrees instantly. Hack number 2. Let the hot air escape. Most drivers unknowingly trap themselves in a mobile sauna by firing up their AC with all windows sealed tight, forcing the system to battle 130 degrees Fahrenheit air that has nowhere to escape. This counterintuitive approach makes your compressor work overtime, cycling superheated cabin air while burning fuel at idle rates that could cost you $4 per hour in wasted gas. The 30-second purge technique flips this script entirely. Drop all windows, blast max AC for 15 seconds, then raise fronts completely and rears 90% of the way for another 15 seconds before sealing up. This rapid thermal evacuation can drop cabin temps by 20 degrees Fahrenheit in half a minute. Smart physics beats brute force every time. Hack number 3. Use the recirculation button. Have you ever wondered why your AC delivers Arctic blasts on the highway but struggles like a broken fan in stop-and-go traffic? Recirculation mode transforms your cabin into a closed-loop cooling chamber, reusing already chilled air instead of constantly battling 95 degrees Fahrenheit outside heat that pours through your intake system. This simple switch reduces compressor workload by up to 30%, cuts fuel consumption during idle periods, and can lower cabin temperatures by 10 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 minutes of activation. Toggle that button every time you hit gridlock or extended red lights. Hack number 4. Swap out the cabin air filter. I learned this lesson the expensive way when my AC airflow became so pathetically weak, I thought my compressor had died, only to discover a cabin filter so clogged it looked like a dryer lint museum. A dirty filter forces your blower motor to push against what feels like a concrete wall, reducing airflow by up to 60% and making your AC work twice as hard to move half the air through your vents. This bottleneck effect can shorten compressor life and turn your climate system into an energy vampire that guzzles fuel while delivering lukewarm disappointment. Replace your cabin filter every 12,000 miles with a quality $25 unit. The moment I swapped mine last spring, airflow doubled instantly, and my AC transformed from a gentle whisper to a powerful Arctic blast, proving that sometimes the smallest component makes the biggest difference. Hack number 5. Clean dirt off the condenser. Consider this. Your condenser is essentially a giant heat exchanger sitting behind your front bumper, taking a daily beating from road debris, dead insects, and highway grime that can reduce cooling efficiency by 40% without you ever noticing. When this critical component gets clogged, it's like wrapping your radiator in a wool blanket. Heat can't escape, refrigerant temperatures soar, and your compressor enters survival mode while burning extra fuel to compensate for the thermal bottleneck. A monthly 5-minute rinse with a garden hose removes loose debris, while a soft brush dislodges stubborn buildup that could trigger costly repairs. Clean fins equal cold air, period. Since I started hosing off my condenser during regular car washes, my AC has stayed consistently frosty even during brutal summer heat waves, saving both fuel and frustration. Hack number 6. Clear out the AC inlet. Imagine discovering that the very vent where your AC draws fresh air has become a thriving ecosystem of mold, rotting leaves, and bacterial colonies that turn every cooling cycle into a health hazard. The inlet plenum at your windshield base creates the perfect moisture trap for organic debris, fostering mildew growth that not only produces nauseating odors but also restricts airflow by up to 25% while potentially exposing passengers to harmful spores. This hidden contamination can trigger respiratory issues and force your blower motor to strain against biological blockages that shouldn't exist. Clear visible debris, then spray AC-safe disinfectant into the plenum with your fan running low. A quarterly cleaning prevents biological buildup and ensures your AC delivers fresh, clean air instead of recycled swamp gas, because breathing shouldn't be optional. If these first 6 hacks have already started cooling your commute, smash that like button and hit subscribe so you don't miss the remaining 5 game changers coming up. Which tip surprised you most? Hack number 7. Clear the evaporator drain tube. Here's something most drivers never realize. That small puddle of water under your parked car isn't a leak. It's your AC system working perfectly, draining condensation through a tiny tube that can clog without warning and flood your interior. When this hidden drain backs up with mold, leaves, or sludge, moisture has nowhere to go except into your cabin, creating soggy carpet, musty odors, and bacterial breeding grounds that can trigger automatic AC shutoffs to prevent electrical damage. A blocked drain doesn't just ruin your floorboard, it forces your evaporator to work in swampy conditions that slash cooling efficiency by 20%. Locate the rubber drain tube under your firewall and blast it clear with compressed air or a shop vacuum. Pour a quarter cup of white vinegar down the tube monthly. I discovered this trick after finding my passenger floor soaked, and since clearing the blockage, my AC runs dry and ice cold regardless of humidity levels. Hack number 8. Inspect your fan serpentine belt. What if that thin rubber belt snaking around your engine pulleys holds the key to whether your AC delivers polar air or lukewarm disappointment? The serpentine belt directly drives your AC compressor, and when it starts slipping due to wear, glazing, or improper tension, your cooling power drops dramatically even though everything else seems fine. A failing belt creates a cascade of problems. Reduced compressor speed leads to poor refrigerant circulation, which overworks the system and can cause catastrophic failure that turns a $65 belt replacement into a $2,500 repair nightmare. Hack number 9. Ensure your fans are running. I sat sweating in gridlock last August while my AC pumped nothing but stale air, completely baffled until I popped the hood and discovered one of my cooling fans had died silently, leaving my condenser unable to shed heat without forced airflow. When either radiator fan fails, your AC loses its critical convective cooling partner, causing refrigerant temperatures to spike and cooling performance to plummet, especially during low-speed driving when natural airflow can't compensate for the broken fan. This failure mode is particularly cruel because your AC works fine on highways but becomes useless in parking lots and traffic jams where you need it most. Diagnose this in 5 minutes. Start your engine, max the AC, wait 5 minutes, and confirm both fans are spinning. Replace dead fans with quality aftermarket units for under $100 versus $400 OEM parts. Hack number 10. Check your coolant. Think about this. Your engine coolant and AC system are more connected than most people realize, because modern cars automatically shut off the AC compressor the moment engine temperatures climb too high, leaving you sweating even when your refrigerant levels are perfect. Low coolant triggers protective protocols that sacrifice your comfort to prevent catastrophic engine damage, meaning a simple fluid top-off can be the difference between Arctic blasts and emergency room-level heat exposure during summer commutes. When coolant drops below minimum levels, your engine runs hotter, your cooling fans work overtime, and your AC gets rationed like a wartime luxury until temperatures normalize. Check your coolant reservoir monthly and maintain levels between min and max marks using proper 50-50 antifreeze mixture. Keep engine temps stable, keep AC running. Hack number 11. Refill your refrigerant. Picture spending $300 at a shop for an AC recharge when the actual problem is microscopic leaks around O-rings and fittings that slowly bleed a few ounces of refrigerant each year, gradually transforming your once glacial vents into disappointing warm breezes. Modern AC systems are engineered to stay perfectly sealed, but tiny gaps invisible to the naked eye allow Freon to escape at rates that slash cooling power by 30% annually, while forcing your compressor into overdrive mode that increases fuel consumption and component wear. These 11 hacks can transform your mobile furnace into a rolling icebox, but here's what most people miss. The biggest cooling gains come from combining multiple strategies rather than hoping one magic fix solves everything. Prevention beats repair, maintenance beats replacement, and understanding your system beats guessing every time. Start with the free hacks like window purging and recirculation, then work through the basic maintenance items before tackling refrigerant and mechanical components. Your future self will thank you when August arrives and you're cruising in Arctic comfort while everyone else melts in traffic. Which hack will you try first? Let me know in the comments, and if this video saved your summer, subscribe for more cooling secrets that dealerships don't want you to know. Final disclaimer. This information is for educational purposes only and is not professional automotive advice. Always consult a qualified mechanic or HVAC technician before performing repairs or modifications to your vehicle's air conditioning system.